There's a woman I want to tell you about. She is the creative director of a heritage accessories brand in Milan, has spent the better part of 20 years dressing women who move between the highest rooms in Europe and the United States. Told me something at dinner in New York last winter that I have been thinking about ever since. She said, "Isabel, I have dressed women in $40,000 outfits who looked ordinary, and I have watched women walk into the same rooms in pieces that cost $400 total, and the room stopped. I asked her what the difference was. She set down her glass. She said, the women who stopped the room were not wearing more. They were wearing better, specifically better. They understood that luxury is not a price point. It is a frequency, and certain pieces transmit that frequency regardless of what they cost." I have been watching this for 15 years, in rooms in Paris, in London, in New York, in Milan, and she is correct. There is a category of piece, specific, quiet, identifiable once you know what you're looking for, that operates above its price point in every room it enters. Not because of the logo, not because of the cost, because of what it signals about the woman wearing it. Today, I am giving you 7 of them: what they are, why they work, what to look for when you buy, and precisely what they communicate to every room you enter. I am warning you now, none of these are what you expect. That is the point. I'm Isabel Vargas. Welcome back to Madre, or welcome for the first time. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet done so. This channel exists for one kind of woman, the woman who is done being ordinary. Let's get into it. Here is what the fashion industry has spent decades convincing women to believe: that luxury is visible, that it announces itself, that the point of an expensive piece is that people know it is expensive. That is not luxury, that is performance. True quiet luxury, the kind that operates in the rooms that matter, that is recognized by the women and men who have grown up surrounded by the real thing, does the opposite. It does not announce. It confirms. A study on consumer perception and social class signaling from the Kellogg School of Management found that individuals with the highest actual wealth consistently prefer unbranded or subtly branded goods, and that conspicuous logos are disproportionately favored by those who are newer to affluence. The women who have always been in these rooms do not need the logo. They know what they are wearing, and the room, the right room, knows how to read what they are wearing without being told. 7 pieces, each one a frequency the room recognizes instantly. Number 7, a cashmere piece in a true neutral, but only if the weight is right. Every woman knows cashmere matters. Almost no woman knows why one cashmere piece reads as luxury and another reads as a department store approximation. The answer is weight and ply. A 2-ply cashmere sweater in the correct weight, not the tissue-thin single-ply that pills after 3 wears, not the overcrowded 4-ply that loses its drape, hangs differently from the body. It moves differently, it photographs differently, and it reads differently across a room. What to look for? 2-ply cashmere, minimum. Scottish cashmere mills, Johnstons of Elgin, Pringle of Scotland, and Italian mills in Biella produce the standard that the top of the market has used for generations. In the United Kingdom, Scottish cashmere in particular is considered a cultural benchmark that British women of old money background have worn for decades without needing to discuss it. Color? Camel, ivory, oatmeal, or a deep charcoal. Not a fashion color, not a seasonal color, a color that exists outside of trend entirely. This is the piece that, when worn over a simple white shirt or tucked into tailored trousers, makes every other element of the outfit read as more expensive than it is. Not because of the cashmere, because of what the cashmere says. I invest in the things I touch every day, and I have always known the difference. The signal. She knows quality without needing to explain it. One thing before we continue. I built something that goes hand in hand with everything we are discussing today. It is called the First 90 Seconds Code. It is not a course. It is a correction system. 6 specific signals that decide how a room reads you before you have said a single word. If this video is already showing you something, that guide will take it considerably further. Link is in the description, or scan the QR code on your screen. Now back to what we were discussing. Number 6, a structured leather belt with a minimal buckle. This is the piece that most women have not yet understood the full power of, and it is the one that delivers the most immediate return of anything on this list. A structured belt, genuine leather, or a high-quality leather alternative in black or cognac, with a slim, minimal, unbranded buckle, does something to an outfit that no other single accessory replicates. It creates intentionality. When a woman wears a belt with a minimal buckle on a blazer, on a coat, on a dress that was not designed with a belt, the outfit stops reading as assembled and starts reading as considered. The French have understood this for decades. In Paris, the belt worn over an oversized coat or a structured blazer is one of the most consistent style signatures of women who dress with what I would call architectural intelligence. It is not decoration, it is structure. It imposes a deliberate line on whatever it touches. What to look for? The buckle width should be no wider than 3 centimeters. Gold or silver hardware in a matte or brushed finish. Never high polish. The leather should be thick enough to hold its shape when worn, not fold or crease. This piece, worn over a simple outfit that costs $200, makes the outfit read as an intention rather than a coincidence. The signal, every element of what she is wearing was chosen. Nothing arrived by accident. Number 5, a silk scarf, worn in the way almost no one wears it. I want to be very specific here because the silk scarf is one of the most misunderstood pieces in the quiet luxury wardrobe. Most women who own one wear it tied around the neck in a way that reads as costume, or knotted on a bag handle as a styling moment they saw online. Elegant women, particularly in France, where the silk scarf is not a trend, but a permanent fixture of the refined woman's wardrobe. Wear it differently, loosely draped over the shoulders, over a blazer or a coat, with no symmetry required. Tied once, loosely at the throat, not tight, not neat, but settled. Or folded and worn in the breast pocket of a blazer, where it replaces the pocket square with something softer and more personal. The piece itself, a 90-centimeter silk twill square. The weight and the print matter. Hermès is the heritage name the market built itself around. The twill weight, the hand-rolled edge, the specific quality of the print. But the key markers to look for in any silk scarf are the hand-rolled hem, the density of the weave, and the accuracy of the color registration in the print. In the United States, this piece is significantly underused relative to its power. In France and Italy, it is considered as fundamental as a watch. What it communicates when worn with ease. This woman has a relationship with elegance that is not new. She is not wearing this scarf for the occasion. She simply always wears it. The signal. Refinement is not something she puts on. It is something she is. Number 4. A watch with a leather strap and no date window. This is the one that will generate the most conversation because it is the most specific. Most women who own a fine watch own one with a metal bracelet and a date window. Both are choices, and both at the highest level of watchmaking culture are considered secondary to the cleaner alternative. A watch with a slim leather strap, black or tan, and a dial with no date window has a specific quality that watch collectors and women with genuine old money watch heritage recognize immediately. The date window, in fine watchmaking circles, is considered a complication that interrupts the dial. The leather strap ages with the woman who wears it. The combination, a clean dial, a slim case, a leather strap that has developed character over years of wear, reads as a piece that was not purchased for an occasion. It was simply always there. In Switzerland and the United Kingdom, this aesthetic has been the quiet standard among women who have been given watches rather than bought them. Pieces passed down, worn daily, not stored. Brands that carry this quality at accessible price points: Tissot, Longines, Frédéric Constant. At the investment level, Cartier's Tank, 𝐤𝐥𝐸 𝐿ecoultre's Reverso. But the brand matters far less than the proportion, the dial, and the strap. What it communicates across a room. She is not tracking the date on her wrist. She knows what day it is. She is simply here, in the room, present. The signal. Time is something she moves through with ease, not something she monitors with urgency. Number 3. A pair of unlined leather gloves in a neutral errant. This is the piece that will surprise the most women watching this, and the one that delivers the most disproportionate signal per dollar of any item on this list. A pair of well-made unlined leather gloves in black, tan, or a deep cognac is one of the oldest signals of genuine upper-class dressing in both the United Kingdom and continental Europe. In Britain, leather gloves are a heritage item with a specific social history. In France and Italy, they are a finishing piece that old money women reach for in cooler months, the way most women reach for a coat, automatically, without thought, because they have always been there. In the United States, this piece has almost entirely disappeared from everyday dressing, which is precisely why, when a woman wears them, the room responds. Not consciously, but something in the eye registers. This woman finished getting dressed, completely. Down to the last element. What to look for. Italian-made leather, unlined for spring and autumn, cashmere-lined for winter. The fit is everything. Leather gloves should be snug, with no excess material at the fingertips. The brands that do this correctly at accessible price points are predominantly Italian. The signal, she finished getting dressed, entirely, when most women had already stopped. Number 2, a structured bag in a single stitch color. I want to be very specific about this piece because the distinction I'm drawing is one most women have never heard articulated. There are structured bags, and then there are structured bags with single thread stitching in the same color as the leather. This is the detail. When the stitching on a bag matches the leather, not contrasting white or cream thread against dark leather, but a single consistent color throughout, the bag reads as a finished object rather than an assembled one. This is one of the hallmarks of European luxury leather goods construction, visible in the ateliers of French and Italian heritage houses. And it is the detail that separates a bag that looks expensive from a bag that is expensive, or that reads as expensive, which in every practical room is the same thing. What to look for? Matched stitching. Clean, consistent seams. A base that sits flat when the bag is set down. Hardware that is weighted, that feels substantial when the clasp opens and closes. The color, a warm tan, a chocolate brown, a deep burgundy, or a classic black. Never a fashion color for this piece. This bag is not a seasonal statement, it is a permanent fixture. In Italy, where leather goods craftsmanship is a cultural inheritance, the single stitch matching detail is considered a baseline standard. In the United States, where most bags are produced with contrasting stitching, knowing what to look for puts you immediately in a different category of consumer, and the bag you carry reflects it. The signal, she knows what she is holding. She has always known. Number 1, a tailored coat in a fabric with visible weight. And we end here because this is the piece that does the most work of anything in the quiet luxury wardrobe and the one that is most consistently underinvested in. Most women spend the majority of their wardrobe budget on what they wear under the coat. Elegant women spend it on the coat, because the coat is what the room sees first. It is what the room sees longest, through arrivals, through departures, through the moment when everything else is still covered, and it is what the room sees last. A tailored coat in a fabric with visible weight, a double-faced wool, a boucle, a heavy melton, carries the body differently from a lightweight coat. It falls differently. It holds its shape as the woman moves. It does not billow, crease, or collapse. The silhouette it creates on any body, over any outfit, reads as composed, intentional, and complete. In France, the coat is considered the most important single investment in a woman's wardrobe. The French concept of buying one exceptional coat and wearing it for a decade, rather than buying 3 average coats in 3 years, is not a budget strategy. It is a philosophy about what quality does to presence. In the United Kingdom, the heritage wool coat, particularly in camel or charcoal, with a clean lapel and minimal hardware, is considered a wardrobe cornerstone that transcends season and decade. What to look for? A fabric that holds its shape when you pinch it and release it. A lining that is silk or silk alternative, not polyester, which affects both how it moves and how it feels when you put it on. A hem that falls cleanly without pulling. This coat, worn over the simplest outfit, dark trousers, a cashmere layer, a minimal shoe, produces the complete picture. Not dressed up, not assembled, simply, completely, undeniably arrived. The signal? She did not get dressed for the occasion. She simply always looks like this. Here is what all 7 of these pieces share. None of them are logos. None of them are trends. None of them require a specific price point, though each of them rewards quality investment. They are all, without exception, pieces that communicate one thing. This woman has a considered relationship with her own appearance. She knows what works. She knows why it works. And she has invested in it. Not frantically, not seasonally, but deliberately over time, with the patience of a woman who is not dressing for anyone's approval. That relationship, visible in a leather belt, in the weight of a coat, in the way a scarf is settled rather than tied, is what the room reads as luxury, not the price. The certainty. Once you begin building a wardrobe around pieces like these, something shifts. Not immediately, but permanently. You stop shopping for occasions and start dressing from a foundation. And the room begins to receive you the way it receives women who have always dressed this way. Because the eye does not know what you paid. It only knows what you chose. Your assignment. Look at your wardrobe this week. Not all of it. Ask one question only. Which of these 7 pieces do I not yet have in a version I'm genuinely proud of? Start there. 1 piece, the right one, chosen with patience. Then come back and comment, I am starting with peace, and here is what I'm looking for. I read every comment. And the conversation that happens in this community when these pieces are discussed is one of the reasons the undeniables find each other here. I want you in that conversation. In our next video, we are doing something different, something you will really want to hear. You need that video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you are there when it arrives. This is Madre. If this is your first time here, you have just found something. The women in this community call themselves the undeniables. You will understand why within 1 week of being here. Subscribe. Not for me, for the woman you are in the process of becoming. She deserves every piece of this. Until next time, to every woman watching, you are not here by accident. You are an undeniable. Act like it. 𝐒𝐿.